Hey guys, Bird Yu-Gi-Oh here. So today I wanted to come at you with my updated Lightsworn OTK deck. This is a version that just likes to flood the board with a lot of high attack monsters, blow up the board, whatever you can do, and just attack and hopefully win. That's kind of the goal around this deck, and you have a lot of ways of getting to cards like Judgment Dragon and some other really powerful cards. So if you guys have not already, make sure you do subscribe. And if you need any cards, the best place I would recommend is TCG Player, and I have a link in the description if you want to check that out. So let's get right into this. Starting off with, of course, our boss monster, Judgment Dragon. You just have to have 4 Lightsworns with different names in your graveyard, and you can just special summon him for free, and then just pay 1,000 and destroy all other cards on the field. So absolutely amazing card. Will definitely help you win if you see it. And then we have 3 Raiden. In this version, you'll see why. This card is really, really nice to have. Any version, honestly. It's your best normal summon, basically. Because you just normal summon it, and then you can just send 2 cards from your deck to the grave. And he's also a level 4 tuner, so really, really good card. 3 Wolf. This one just has to be sent to the graveyard, or sent from the deck to the graveyard, and it's just a free summon. Again, you have many number of ways of getting him out. And then 2 Felice, similar to Wolf, but not as good. But she does have an effect on the field, and she is a tuner. But basically, this has to be sent to the graveyard by a monster effect to be able to just special summon it for free. So that's a little more restrictive, but if it's on the field, you contribute this, target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, then send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So pretty good there. And then another very, very good normal summon for the Lightsworns is 3 Lumina. And it's a card that's easy for us to get multiples of on the field. It's a level 3, so it'll help us go into some pretty cool cards there, which I'll get to in the extra deck. But it also, this plus a Raiden or this plus a Felice can get into a Black Rose, which can blow up the board, or a Michael, which can banish a card on the field. Really good. And for our other light monsters that we're playing, 2 Black Luster Soldier. Again, it's kind of a free summon. You just have to banish a light and dark, and you can just special summon this. It's 3,000 attack. And if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it can make a 2nd attack. It can also target a card on the field and banish it, so it's really good. And then lastly, for the lights, I'm playing 3 Honest. Just another card to kind of just help us getting over problematic monsters, or just dealing some extra damage. Really nice. Or just protecting a monster to have them on the field. Really nice. And then we're playing the Perform Age engine, just really small one. 1 Damage Juggler, 1 Trick Clown, 1 Hat Tricker. You can max out on Damage Juggler if you want. That's up to you, but I just want to do 1, 1, and 1. I felt it works fine. That's it for the light monsters that we're playing. Let me make room. Now for the darks, because you do need darks in this version. We play 2 Gizmek Orochi. This one is, again, just another free summon from the hand or the graveyard. So either way, you can just banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down and just special summon it. Really nice. And then for the dangers, we play 2 Mothman, 2 Chupacabra, 2 Nessie, newly off the ban list, 1 Jackalope, 1 Sukanoko, 1 Thunderbird, and 1 Dogman. Now this is what I'm playing. The most important ones out of all of these are honestly the level 4s. Because they allow you to go into Minerva. And basically all these other ones, these are obviously the best ones. That's why we play them. they're also the most expensive. So if you don't want to play these, you don't have to. They're basically just draw power, and they have pretty good effects. You can actually just add one more Dogman, one more Thunderbird, and then one more each of Chupacabra and Mothman if you don't have any of these. So that's an option. But yeah, so they all have decent effects. But worst case scenario, they're just a draw one, a monster on field plus a draw one. So they're really nice to have. And that's it for the monsters that we're playing. So we got decent amount of light monsters and then a pretty good amount of darks. And now for the spells, the best cards for Lightsworns: 3 Solar Recharge, 3 Charge the Light Brigade. Should be very obvious why we play these. They're extremely good, and they just get everything going for you. And then 2 Pot of Avarice. It always comes up, and it's always good. I love the card. Foolish Burial. Send whatever you need. Usually, I find myself sending like the Gizmek Orochi, or like a Damage Juggler to then search out, Hat Tricker or something. But yeah, Foolish Burial. Send whatever you want. You could also just flat out send a wolf to the grave and then just get a free special summon. So you have a lot of options for Foolish Burial in this deck. And then Monster Reborn, obviously we're going to have a lot of decent monsters in the graveyard to special summon. And then the final 2 cards, Lightsworn Judgment. It's an okay card. Well, I'd say it's good. The main reason we're playing it is obviously just to get to Judgment Dragon. That's the only reason you play it. But Judgment Dragon, especially in this version, is so important that this card comes in clutch to just get you, 1 or get you an extra Judgment Dragon, get you 2 of them on board to just easily win. Because your opponent can usually deal with 1 Judgment Dragon, but 2, usually that spells disaster for them, and they're for sure losing their whole board at that point. So that's why I'm playing Lightsworn Judgment. That's it for the main deck. For the extra, most important card is Minerva. It's the card we want to go into as quickly as we can. You make this, you get to send 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard, and then you can draw cards equal to the number of Lightsworns that you sent. So extremely good. And if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then you can destroy cards on the field up to the number of Lightsworns you sent to the grave. So all of those effects come up at different times. The only other rank 4 is Exton Knight. Again, this is kind of a OTK going second version, so just blowing up the board is really nice. Our rank 3s, we're playing Levier. You're going to have some banished monsters that you can special summon, so this does come up. And then Break Sword, just another card that you can just get rid of whatever you need to. And I decided to play a rank 8. You don't go into it obviously too often, but you have cards like Judgment Dragon, heck, even Blackluster Soldier, that you can make this. And you can, of course, make it with your Synchros as well. And then for level 7s, playing, of course, Michael to just banish any card on the field. Black Rose to just blow up the board. And these are very easy to make. And then our level 8s, I got Omega just to rip a card out of our opponent's hand. And then Borlode Savage. You can get this up to a pretty high attack. Or just have a really, really nice negate. And then for our links, the most important one is Curious. If you can make this, which is not too difficult to make, but when you make it, you should have a pretty solid board after making this. Then we play, of course, Phoenix, Unicorn. They always come up. They're always good. And then for link 4s, playing Saryuja, which it obviously can special summon a monster from your hand, give you draw power. But it also will get a monster that you special summon to a zone, gains 300 attack. So that'll boost some attack there. The final card is, of course, Boral Sword for those nice, easy OTKs. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. It's kind of one of those like simple OTK decks. You know, you kind of just get as many monsters on the field as you can. Try to attempt to blow up the board as many times as you can. We have a lot of cards that do that, or at least get rid of as many cards as we can, and then just attack and hopefully win. Fun deck, and fairly cheap, especially, you know, if you take out these 4 expensive dangers. You can of course make it extremely cheap. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. Hope you like it, and we'll catch you on the next one.